Good morning. I rise and shine to the morning momentum, your daily dose of a comprehensive rundown of the top stories making the headlines. Today being 10th of December, Tuesday 2024. Welcome to the broadcast. The program on air is the Morning Momentum, which is a daily compendium of local and international news, human interest stories, current affairs, and expert opinion. My name is Alfonsoh. Now let's take a look at the top stories this morning. We start with the Standard on the front page. Secrets of Ruto Uhuru meeting. Now, whereas President William Ruto and former President Uhuru Kenyatta said they spoke of national unity, high taxation and harassment, Mount Kenya politics and the broad-based government were at the center of the discussions in Ichaweri, Gatundu. More of that is beefed up for you on page 4. On page 7 this morning, reject high taxes. Wanjigi urges poor Kenyans. On page 10 and on page 8, rather, do not blame me, Kalonzo says of IEBC panel delays. Now, with the constitutional crisis on electoral and boundaries issues worsening, leaders are engaging in blame game, but they all agree the matter should be resolved as a matter of urgency. That story is beefed up for you on page 8. On page 3 this morning, woman gets more wealth for husbands. Education, we'll take a look at that shortly. In business news, KRA collects 1 trillion shillings, but far from target. And on the international scene, Assad missed his soul to Paul moment. We'll take a look at that. And in the field, what awaits Hussein at Kandanda on page 39. Let's take a look at page 2 of the Standard this morning. Court awards 3.5 million shillings to former diplomat for unfair prosecution. Now, she was accused in 2010 of embezzling $10,000 from Kenya's High Commission in Harare. Court ordered her reinstatement in June 2013, but the Foreign Affairs Ministry ignored the order. That story is beefed up for you on page 2. On page 3 this morning, woman gets lion's share of marital wealth. Judge rules she gave more. She is entitled to 60% share of 2 properties on account of her monetary and non-monetary contribution. Court directed she should not surrender 50% of a property registered in her name to her former husband. So 60% is the plaintiff entitled to the share of the 2 properties on account of her monetary and non-monetary contribution to their acquisition and development, while the defendant retains 40%. You want to catch up with that on page 3. Let's move on and take a look at page